Well, hello and good morning. Hope you've been getting on well with the maths this week so far. So this is our maths for Wednesday, the 27th of January. So let's have a little look at what we're going to be doing. So these are some of the things that we've been thinking about this week. So we have been doubling. We thought yesterday about making equal groups, and today we're going to be thinking about adding those equal groups. Okay, so let's just have a little recap on what we were doing yesterday. So I want us to just have a little think about, there are how many groups of how many teddies are there in each group. Okay, and then this one, there are how many groups and how many counters in each group. So pause the video here and just have a chat to your parents about that. Okay, so hopefully you said that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 groups and that there are 3 teddies in each group. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at this one. So I hope you've said that there's 1, 2, 3 groups, and I hope that you said that there's 2 counters in each group. Well done, I'm sure you remembered that from yesterday. Okay, so as I said, we're moving on now to think about adding those equal groups. Okay, so I'm going to complete this one, just have a little listen as I'm doing this. So there are, I need to work out how it says, there are something apples in each bag. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just checking that they are all equal. Yes, they all have 5. So there are 5 apples in each bag. And there are how many bags? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 bags. So the bags are acting like a group. Okay. So there are 4 equal groups of 5 apples. Okay, so then how many apples are there all together? Now this is where, if you remember last week, we were practicing counting in 5s. Now you could count them individually and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. That's absolutely fine, but I'm going to count in 5, so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, now down here you will notice we've got lots of adds. So when I'm adding these together, this is what we call a repeated addition, because I'm repeating the same number. So I'm going 5 because that's 1 bag of apples. That's 2 bags of apples, 3 bags of apples, 4 bags of apples. So can you see I've written 5, add 5, add 5, add 5, and we know that that makes 20. Okay, so here I've worked out, I've gone down my list, I've worked out and looked at the language and talked about it, and then I've done my repeated addition at the bottom. Okay, so this is my term. Okay, so I'm going to have a look here. So this time I haven't got any of those big sentences, but I need to work out how many sweets there are. So I've got 2 in here, 2 in here, and 2 in here. So I'm going to go 2, add 2, add 2 equals. Now here's again, you can see I've got a repeated addition. So I'm going 2, and that, again, you can count them individually, but remember we were practicing counting in 2s, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go 2, 4, 6. So there are 6 sweets altogether. Okay, so this is now your turn. So how many candles are there? So pause the video here. You need to work out what number are you going to write in each of these, and then what's the answer, and then work out then how many candles are there. Okay, so hopefully, and I'm sure you did, you went, there's 2 candles there, so I'm going to write 2, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. So my repeated addition is adding together 4 lots of 2. And again, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm going to count in 2. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 8, and I know there are 8 candles. Okay. If at any time you're not understanding this, then you don't forget you can always pause and rewind and go back over. Okay, so this is my term. So I'm going to look and see that I've got here, I'm just going to do the arrow, I've got 1, 2, 3 hands. So I've got, I'm saying these are my groups. So 1, 2, 3 groups. And each group has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's showing 5 fingers, 5 fingers, 5 fingers. So in each of these then, again, I'm doing my repeated addition. I'm going to write 5. 5. I'm sure when you write your 5s, it'll be much better than mine. 5. So I'm adding together 5, add 5, add 5. So again, I could count them all in ones like that, 1, 2. But I'm going to count in 5. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. So I know that there are 15 fingers altogether. Okay, so this is your turn. How many wheels altogether? So work out how many wheels there are on each bike. It should be the same number. Okay, so pause the video here and have a go at this one. Okay, so hopefully you've decided that there's each of the bikes all exactly the same and they've all got 2 wheels. So I'm going 2, add 2, add 2, add 2, add 2. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bikes. So that's my 5 groups, and each bike has 2 wheels. So how many wheels altogether? So again, I could count them individually, but I'm going to count in 2. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I hope that you said 10. Brilliant. Okay. So this time, this is my term. Now this time you can see that I have got, I've got my repeated addition. So I've got 2, add 2, add 2, add 2. And I want to see if I can show this. How can I show this repeated addition using some objects? Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. So I know then that that's 4 groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my 4 groups. And I know that in each of my groups should be 2 things, 2 objects. So I'm actually going to put 2 teddies in each one. So 1, 2 in there. Let's go like that. 2 in here. Let's go 2 in here. And let's go 2 in here. So I'm hoping that you can see that my repeated addition matches my picture, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, and in each group I've got 2, 2, 2, and 2. So to work that out, how many teddies have I got all together? I'm going to count in 2. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8. So my answer is 8. Brilliant. Well done. Okay, so this is your turn. So you could go and get some objects, or you could just draw some circles to represent the groups, and then work out what are you going to draw, how many of whatever. So again, it could just be circles or stars or something are you going to do in each group. Okay, so pause the video here. Okay, so hopefully the first thing you did was to count how many 2's you have. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means that you need, I just need to move something. That means that you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to move them along a bit. 5. I need 5, 6 groups because I counted and I had 6 2's. I don't know why that's doing that. There we go. So that's my 6 groups. So now I need to put 2 of something in it. So I think I might just do 2 counters. Right, so 1, 2 in there, 2 in there. I hope this is, as I say, you might have gone and got some things, and that's fine if you did that. Or you could have just drawn 6 circles, big circles, and then just drawn 2 small circles in each one. So remember, they all have to be equal, and it's the same number that I am adding together. So I have got 2 in there, 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 and 2 in there. So again, I'm going to count in 2. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So my answer then is 12. Well done, and I'm sure you did that well. Okay, now let's have a look at this. It says how many wheels on 5 scooters? Okay, so scooters will have 2 wheels. Okay, which cubes match the calculation? How do you know? So we need to know, so obviously we need to know that a scooter has 2 wheels. So each one of these has 2 wheels. So how many wheels on 5 scooters? So again, you could go 1, 2, but I'm going to count in 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so there are 10 wheels in total. But then which picture matches that? Okay, so if I count these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I could count in 5s, or I could use my double knowledge. So know that 5 and 5 is 10. So they're both showing 10. But if you look at the pattern, I might just draw. This is showing 2 wheels. So this one matches this one. 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 And this one is matching that one. What this one is telling us is that there is 2 groups. And there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not the best of drawings, but this is saying that I've got 2 groups with 5 in each group, whereas actually what this is showing is 5 groups with 2 in each one. Well done if you spotted that. Don't worry if you didn't. This is something that will come. It's just, we're just doing the beginnings of multiplication. Okay, so your work then this morning or this afternoon or whenever it is that you do it is to work out. So here you need to write down the repeated addition to work out then how many pencils you've got. Okay, and how many colours, how many circles, how many circles. The goal is to draw out. You can either use objects and do it practically, or you can do like we did on the other page and draw some circles and then work out how many you put in each circle. So you need to show these as pictures, or you can do it practically. And then that was exactly like we've just done with the wheels. How many crayons in 5 packs? You need to work out how many crayons are in 1 pack. And then which one of these matches this picture. Okay, so you might want to pause the video here, and then obviously I'll move on, and that will be the answers. So good luck with that, everybody. Okay, so here are the answers. So hopefully this is what you did. You did 2s, and then we had 10. This was repeated addition, adding 5s. Then we've got adding 10s, and then again back to adding 2s. Okay, so here, hopefully you drew 1, 2, 3, 4 circles, 4 groups, and then you had 2 in each group. This one, you had 1, 2, 3 groups, 1, 2, 3 groups, and you had 10 in each. And then this one was 1, so I'm counting how many 5s I've got. I've got 1, 2, 3 5s, so there's 1, 2, 3 groups, and then I've got 5 in each one. And then obviously this one matches that. This is because they both show 5 add 5 add 5 add 5 add 5 equals 5, 10, 15, 20. It should be 25, Mrs. Humphreys. Well, this is why it's always very good to check your results, isn't it? Okay, well done. And really don't worry if you found some of that a little bit tricky. This will be something that we will go back over again during the year. Have fun.